voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we are going to talk about the.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture.
Evening, everyone. Welcome to West Coast TV. Tonight it's all about the Pillow Talk Show, and we are going to discuss an interesting topic. Moving on whilst in love. So we like to go for a quick commercial break hereby, then we discuss the topic into detail. Back once again, the name still goes Nana Kwamba AC. The topic for today is moving on whilst in love. So yebe ko yem panel no osofo wa hade ne ye na atwetwe nkomo ne ye bi sense a ebe move on whilst a ewo relationship man na de ewo mpena twem ana de ewo our room. Nti sofo pochoti den last week ye ho
it's an energy kakra.
Okay. I hope that I'm not do be fine.
I don't know pa.
Yeah, they are me see.
But just was we.
Oh, me we pa. But your question today. I bet no obema e move on. Whilst a relationship and every date and our rini. If you the move on but still a relationship. I bet no more o see them.
Moving on whilst you love the person, right? But you still have to move on. I think I've said, say, relationship it ends than divorcing. It's good to break a relationship than to divorce, get rid of it. Yeah, because divorce has the consequences of divorce in here are massive. And sometimes becoming a divorcee, the societal pressure, the psychological effect of being old, and when coming back again will be very difficult. So it is better to end a relationship than to marry and get divorced. And the reason is this. My main kind is let me use Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. Bible says that everything has its season. Everything has its season. Inti order yeta say adof yeta say there in your relationship bia na you find yourself in is meant to end up maybe in marriage.
Okay.
The reason is that sometimes the direction may not be godly as we think. So make I said the direction may not be godly as we think. Mama pere make kind ebu o wadwen na wonhwehwem na wonimzi mu na video we de oyankopo ne perfect match. But amazingly and interestingly, that is not God's perfect matching for you. And see what happens there no see Oma will be move on. Even though sometimes you feel like I love this person, but I have to move on.
Enti abeze na oma demnisi.
So from my perspective,
okay.
I'll move on even though I love you when there is purpose incompatibility.
Okay.
Say purpose in share. About my adobe, but I want to pay your assessment in a bonde. This thing is not my destiny partner. Even though I have love for the person, but there are obvious signs. Ochre modoni payampa, but emfa. This thing will not work. And see, say purpose in share. Sometimes I have to move on.
Okay.
I met a young lady.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets.
And I said, we got attracted. Let me put it out. We got attracted to each other whilst they all campus. Now, I think me Canada may negligence kakra because from the initial stages, we make it comment to me. When the metaba make a data when we find ourselves in dating relationship. Or they are very observant, or they observe, they ET. At the early stages, they got attracted, no. Maybe tell us that maybe me along the line, no, I may end up becoming a pastor. He made a bold statement, said, "Me pay the best of man."
Okay.
I ignored it.
Why?
Oh, send me feel the season and time as time evolves in Ebola now you message.
Don't you think they ne done too much?
I would say that time was naive. I wasn't that knowledgeable as at today.
Okay.
Because that time I didn't know much about relationship. As in no one has taught me, no one has mentored me. It's like me and Kubeka the body in motion.
You were just following the club.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
I no try being fair.
Okay.
Are you getting the point? So he made that statement. Then after so many years it didn't work.
Okay.
I can't say whether it's because of that statement, but me can see do there. Sometimes when purpose in share, you can love the person, but you see. You should love yourself. Bible and Kada love your neighbor more than yourself.
Yeah.
Also love yourself, love your neighbor as yourself. And see, if you really love yourself and believe in your God-given calling and purpose, you can love somebody, but you have to move on. Let me give you a biblical instance. Lot and Abraham. Want to know a blood relation. Lot and Abraham, no, on your just way, no a blood relation. But don't do baby no. Abraham just realized that or they many mouth no. your pathways. We can't say that Abraham did not love Lot. He really loved him. But you see, for the sake of purpose, for the sake of peace, that moment Abraham felt that only there should be separation, there was contention. Now, because ne Crawford and ne Alpha Lot, ne Crawford, they were fighting over certain material resources. So Abraham realized that no, there should be separation. Not that Abraham didn't love Lot. Oh, not done. But for the sake of purpose. Nyame friend no. Nyame man assignment no Lot in the see, Abraham understood purpose. Abraham understood peace over love. And see, he really let his relation, that's Lot, was separated.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Matter.
And see, in your dobiana or your odo we are. Maybe the person came into your life for a season, for a reason. And this is something that we need to understand. And I think in the last session, God who sees beyond physical seeing, for you to be able to discern and know the person you are dealing with, you need prayer. You need a connection with the divine. That is God. If it doesn't work, even though you may love the person, it doesn't mean that they betray you.
Okay.
But one of the things I will emphasize is purpose. It's a purpose in share. Don't kill yourself. Don't say I still love this person. Yes, you can love. My purpose in share. And it's a purpose in share, man. You can force yourself and go. But I'm saying here. So I end even in divorce. Empower. I want to buffer. You may decide say I won't work out because my worry we may that societal stigma that I want to wage, so I will stay. But you see, you stay, but you will not enjoy the institution called marriage.
Yeah.
It's the purpose is one. Purpose is one. You can be in love, but when purpose does not meet, you can still have someone, but you have to move on.
Okay. So for Akaninya, I am sure. Na yen another panel so aba. Ye na yen coach one. Afi na wabe kansanti. Yen bisam. Okay. Oh wa. No poi. Okay. Coach, not then.
Na don't ti yan we.
And then yam yasi.
Wa so de.
Yam na drum we pa.
I don't be yi because
oh, so the question for tonight is moving on while still in relationship. Let me pay maybe so the abezi no obama obi move on. While so no feel them we date and them ma worry, but still feel that we move on. Abe no be too mama we see them.
The odonimpa no another than mentiase ebia we move on. Another need to move on about date. Me your question ni. The our last another or we date or one penatrim, but still we move on. To honor we move on, but okay, Matthias, it's them be a bibi onion into the one but na drain and AD or name penatrinum. Okay.
I bet no the base.
I am be
okay.
A bit the Bia Oko school.
Okay.
Besi Aban Ocean school and a Bimban Ocean school on Doning Panel. And at the moment, so I knew we were starting penetration, some connection be. Oh no, I think I saw phone on Bay Aduna. Soon be Tim Okawanubo. The man kakaka push on kakaka, but the woman to our drinking one. And I know I drink. What drink water there, the meaning pain and the date, be any beyond any year. But the moment or don't know one wide drink through. Wide drink way through, but Obia who do with date. I wide drink way through, but it be a chon cry benefiting it be enya on intino. The one that wide drinking then no, but I don't want any time me feel there. I'm a few there. A binumit no because of my being in it benefiting kakra will be in it, but now I dream me doing there. we move on the dada.
Okay. Abezina obeyama like because of security. Ana
binti ana can make say ebenifi but no motive in the or the week bia or out kotina ebia hotel bia na the some be no ginenia na the by skin wo the siabano no wo sika na obutumo da the men ebi o feel there busum bia o do sisane de mi nyama skin wo but being ban obutumo ama the sika no da the men man ebi o feel there one room self contained no on pay up a bed 3 rooms and the apartment you at na being ban obutumo afford or non to me afford nti so ndonu mpa odot na wo nti reason o mo binu mo tent na o ye nyama bebe ebi kwa po wa o ye sisini medini nti odot ba na adwene de oni relationship on date on feed on date but nyama nketenkete sika ebia dem benefiting ade on feed ebi po wa o ye yankofo de achechire ni nti no odot na wo ebi po wo oye fi o de beyin na akwa no besia na akoda mo hu de na eyo date yi de ompero bakade oye meyifusem ompero bakade oye misafusam nintinu odot oye me bibiri e de abekire o ma me de bi o me guy am no woni me kese e de kura abekire nde da ma bibi nti wankoyi mo mu achiche na e de fufula aba na fufu no so mo attitude na de bi e free de o de ni je but because of em pede obakade esese meyinfu nintinu etina won di ba wa adwene de am me believe de nimpa you na adwene play role na okay you na adwene woni de e de hwade na se wa adwene no wa ona e hu obi wan de twem wa adwene ni nimpa no do woni ni we hu ni keke and me feel this wa adwene ni ade no do until e fi mine but e bi em pede nko ba kai girl de ole me yufusem ntino etina ho nkofo eni do no hu de the wow penatrum but wa adwene me de we move on
nti osofo do you think that oye de yebe move on whilst a yearly date another e wija ya jai no kra na ko
say the question is uncommon or say moving on while still in love. That's the question, right? And so answer no be kare or and orokodo. There is a reason.
Okay.
And I think in my first submission I said that one of the reasons that will make people move on when no the purpose no purpose sincere. On an amchim they would do genuinely. But at a point in time you realize that not that the person is that bad. I think this weekend, last week Sunday, I had a live section online on my social media platform WhatsApp. And one of the things I said is that say I'm showing you go for being butuma and I'm go for being butuma enter a dating relationship. Go for being nankasano in bad as they are, but because of 1 year destined, they are not destined to be. The whole thing will be like a bad person.
Okay.
But ideally, because a 1 year destiny soulmate and as a partners, in Crawford, I say what's not. Now, 1 hour force, I know what's not in. At the end of the day, you see yourself say, Nimpane, ye mesomen ye. But ideally, say, a 2 me there, Nimpa way no, mean to me finance and I mean to me, we are worrying. Based on Zawode Eshisheni Huna, and at the end of the day, maybe it have just been a friendship, something with a person. And can impose no bomb for someone in the years to come. I can love somebody, but Odu baby, I have to move on. Moving on, just say in Kitaundi relationship, no work, fire into phone power.
Okay.
Into phone power.
Into no obane dama ebe manimpa na ya we another you still being that
no the thing is I say okay. I'm moving on while still in love into ya we me do but you to maintenance so me tuado also tuado
but enyimde ibu o one control
it's too bad not to say it why say nim say nimpe Onfa. Edono. Mama can answer that. Can Edonim panere echiri no. Edono. But bibi enhu yeme bia yamana ye so pressing to you me who say no. Nimpa no dono yedem or a bad modono. But it can't into from kwawar.
Okay.
Be sincere and talk to the person about it. Fair. I strongly believe say obia on one kafu. But answer the bono on kafu nino, it comes with work. Yeah, be kare yenya botane yenzim komo. The last time me share coach one ka be there. Yentumi nzim komo say ye di because of yemi bia and a dream bia ye won as you ramp na dream. Into the needed in komo say ye di. No bua hen ma yehu de o kweku kojo ajowa onne ye mo ho kafa motumi na abobra onne obi amene na abobra no impen bebre de mo nkomo ne yentumi yendi
okay
en yentumi yendi ninti na yezi nkomo a omboa ma yenhu de nimpa wei meme ehu ne mpan atwe no yedere hu de yedere hwehwe hu de nimpa motumi na abobra na motumi na atena na that should be the bottom line of Daisy. Nothing more than this. It's a period of finding out, say, nimpa we no. Motu me na atena. Na ejina do make it decisions okay, ye bo war. And I am war. But because say adwen and as I yezi room no or different thing all together ninti no. Adna quite the me ya me so pe and I ye pay ho a ye pay mpo or dey kwatena warase. Meanwhile, certain things can be so obvious. Oh, chede your warrior issues baba. Na ya force on yawa. Nta make an inchi nimpa na dono. But nyeme bia your obvious wa point out me hu de. Adiwe untumi yawa. Uwiawara ye nye ye hu papa, you end up doing a great disservice to yourself if you end up in marriage with that person. Let me give you a biblical friend an example. Samson and Delilah.
okay
You read the Bible carefully. Samson really loved Delilah, but on destiny grounds, na nkonda Samson worried them in ban. Inti because say, wo nyame ne fra na oda Samson do no, na nkanye Delilah na ese so warn. But he went for love against the calling, the purpose na make am answer. Pejuma nyame de ahye ne Samson shouldn't have married from his enemy's camp. Inti Samson choose love over the call and purpose of God for his life. And what was the end result? The end result, and now moment over say, inti yen kade, we are not talking about another men can't lighter things in when as old men pull you, but major things will affect our life in the years to come. If it becomes obvious, you have to quit. Nimpe modono, nimpe modono. But my peace is affected, it's at risk. Are you saying say love inti? I should go. Your emotional peace, your psychological peace, your mental peace is at risk. Let's say, me dona inti, me kodo. Inti say nyeme be obvious. You have to move on. You love the person, but you have to move on. Samson chose love over any calling and any purpose, and it ended up resulting in honor and downfall.
okay nti say me tie wo kase mu ye ya we should consider some stuff. You shouldn't put love first in terms of sometimes, but do you think sometimes in so that you put love first?
Oh, you see this thing called love, I would say love is a continual affair. You can't love somebody fully in a day.
Okay.
Love is Mama can say it's a growing element. And to me do be fully d'accord. But you see, the love grows as the journey unfolds. As the journey keeps going. And see, love is needed, but I would say love is not the ultimate.
Okay.
Yes. You to me cast no do na maame na nebusuafo. But at a point in time no do chire na maame dey. Zayame pedo ye no hiasen ebusua. So Jesus made a profound statement. I say, "Minua no nyenya, what ye major na apese." That time no na, ne busu afọ pede o interacting wo, za opede okaye ho. Okay, my friend. Dabi, I have to follow my purpose and my calling over family. But we can't say because we make that decision doesn't mean say no don't nebusia. So you can love somebody genuinely, but ebuha ne parts are different. I'm different part. Yawara or the one of the difficult women to be with is a woman who is overambitious. Make us say overambitious. I would say he wants to achieve so many things. If you don't have that grace and that capability, you end up killing yourself. Because when she is that ambitious, and I mean ambitious, no, or the new goals about to China, no. You go for what you think will make his life better. Are you getting it? Not that although, but he understands purpose and certain important element of life very well. And you always go for them before considering you. I don't know better than in Panondo. Inti, obey the bacano quana chin pade, medo pa, but A, B, C, D, I mean, winninty. Yin to me for a doing quality. So let's remain it as monya yankoye wana mekede ebo ayankoye ni ponu sam years to come no obeye mfaso amho dan dan ka wo force won ho na oda akwa na efi wa be atamfo awarase.
Okay, me that's pa yema coach nso nche na adwen kaka. Coach, do you see there obi a move on wo relationship enwa na wa kai papa ye bia ne opponent no wa ye zaman nti deminity or let's now back no we ko wie awar dem import dem nso abasem na be ka fa ho
am feel there ade on there ye de hu ball ye de ye cry mpena twitwa awar there because of why I'm painting because of abi a day menyentin I think on the reason be dem reason what my say that be misana wo de ko wi awar oh eyi tue mu school fees ntino or dem wa no there be menye awal councilor debate me yan sim kakra no chem de tido bia em pepenti or dem wa no consider no eyi de mruhunu mobo ma wa na eyi menene start with primary ntino or wa na dem ankofu beka de menene start from JHS major me feel there and de gina de bia em papa ye dintin me wano anye dem awal ma kan several times so I did it and starting penetration questions apapa de bisa ni mbisa nye me bebele wa ko de tumi di nkomo ne akodama nti bonde nye ma akose okoni and e biso mbisa po ehu answers no but onye ready because of ebia sika another nufu bia na etunu bi ntinu asa na adwena ma we hu po de mini pe ombo but oletina wo de ma ntinu say eka de you am papa me tina wa okoyi awala ansha asofu won fie na de ochine bi se we nyina okọ asola okọ asola pa de bi asofu won fie no boko because ochie mu school fees on ntina mo wa no man consider de otano me sapa ono me so hejije motuma atina wa when bisa dem question no we yano ogina de dey we tue mu school fees da nti me tena ma wa no but onim de nimpa no tue mu school fees no ono me nsa ame muntu mentena nsa no no ho when bisa no we nya da ma anza no when bisa de ide no bufu a obobo asoem na mum ame muntu mentena be yi no obobo asoem mu we an consider me when bisa de dem besi abe ono osopodo oye teacher wo kwanapa na wa ba e bia 3:30 but am me nya anka meyel ba o fie 2 when bisa na when yi the man no when bisa de meyeli e bia doctor na mukunu e bia doctor anytime we to my friend emergency aba ana for we to akọ village ma as de okwa me okay ya when bisa de mu question no o e dey why am pepe bi dent me tina ho nti odu time odo ko edwuma da me mbiri na ade na hono the problem ba no nti to me feel there anye dey gino obi ni papa ye bi oda aye wodo the feel there okay the minimum pay I mean minya nka mailu o menchen wo boto obodo o menchen da me 12 ni ontumi ba menchen meni ni ndi hu nkomo so monka da okay bia ebe dey na dey solve them problem no na me say why am papa ntimi tina wanti efi ye be den da mabokoko wi awa no obodu 12 na obokọ no na efi meti wo ba start mede o metu obi na me complain aka cha 12 ode ofi one day kakra no ode aksekasa aba nti am in general ma wotimi ase me nim ma counselors ni baka ana waka fa ho but ma wotimi ase me feel there and they gino bi ni papa ya ode ayodo so if there on work na the day intentment na or better day na so for ka ase bi what's the bia yankoye mu npo no fa so babadasen the masin ma kan several times acha me yanfo me sa wo bebre wo me yanko ga ebu last time na ga na o de ni leka de bekili ka de o postim de ni bestie ni de bada o clear dan ko de mutumi dating but I na di yanko mu de date on yi oba ha wadwen why me yanko so many years and then na me yanko opamata o mo wano opamata lama the me yanko menim de ise de me guy no so like yanko ne fa better imagine dey could date ya ono so oye per program kakaka me monko program nti se oko program aka data na metifi ma aduna abu another chenchen olotuma akwa imagine nti yanko bu wo a oya oyi sinde obedate nti se me feel there se why papa na feel there ne damadi nti ni so oye mpena tumentument na enen nkasa de damadi nti ontumi yempena oye yanko I think on be far better.
Yanko fobi wa oye chinde ebidit. Ome yanko for quick commercial break. Yepa, yebeti yado.
Stories brief, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture.
Back. Today mo wani na oye pillow talk show. Nti yen question no oni. So for pocho about advice na ezbema obia we move on. Bibinti we move on with relationship.
We move on. I'm catching no move on.
Abezinta.
Oh, laugh. This thing called laugh. You sound what? No move when I say. Sometimes about laugh. Things you do for laugh. No way in was activity. Was the things you do for laugh. It was afraid for washing hand. Love is good. Love is good. But when love will go against yourself, move on. Although ye, but so don't bokwait yawa, or don't best say, please move on. And I'm repeating, say, it's better to keep friendship with Nimpano than force love, than end up breaking yourself down. It's a motu for there. So when you're genuine and enough reasons are offered there, or don't move on, please move on. Explanation in panel. Sometimes when I'm paying for a can be there, no quar or you draw it then, or you mean. But see, two see a general quar no then of one. Yeah, there is one daughter of mine, one friend, a sister, very close to me. Recently, when he didn't come there, he's as in talking with someone. And what should I didn't go to my far. About some few weeks back, now maybe send WhatsApp and Yamaroko them. Then he sent me a message. The message was saying, I read it and I realized that this my girl is thinking, not just falling in love as already. The person is not in Ghana. So I think what didn't come on no before marriage and after marriage, and the guy said, well, we are, I'll be paid this is 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, no, Abanoko. And he told me, point man, that is not what I want. And only Bessiano, yes, or pain. It means Okuna on an 24/7. So are we saying say only any form, any percentage of love for the guy, or some form of love for the guy? But paying common ways in a Yamawaba app no, or Nuko our to them about how own Zino Quaraman. So it's all about yourself. That's why I keep saying, say, recently I've been emphasizing, say, before about Jen and Panatrin, we want is born no so that when you know yourself, you end up getting really what you desire in life. Because say, you know that I do it most amity that I do on work, mama, and you don't trouble yourself because you know yourself and you know what you want. And to my brother, my sister, it was similar issue, no. If only in the moment, then what you want, then enough reasons are. Yes, you love the person, yeah, and don't know, I don't know, but I don't know. Move on. Don't kill yourself. Don't force yourself because say force I don't question man. I can't predict the end, but I'm sure yeah, David Bakade Kojo Kwekunye minim de dominator, but in whom and a kind of. So it tells us that love is not always enough. There are other things we need to sustain and keep love better.
Okay. Manzu, put your other advice Nezbama. Yeah, we move on with relationship.
I think so far could be brave. I can in Apple. Move on or they move on. Yeah, I'm a day. My day can academic. And then who be mobile, then anything I'm penetration. And they may date you because of me who mobile may date you. The main day. nti na de bia amaka say abando de choose nkofe bie na de bia choose sika wana mo ho ne say I there between am and Sumisi or there facola, bad advice with the facon because I'm out of much more. Me whom are there or there, my eye there, a mobile intimidate you. I want to some day or those a beer, a mobile, and a demand intimidate you. Why do you not consider there be an impanobia 50 years and 60 years near I'll be bidding one boom until move on could be Ewa, ebiya na wawal ne wontimu da me na andwe no e de nyama nkitikiti bia ro ye monte de homo na de date ni ne we ko bi awal bo ande awal na challenge awal na woni challenge you ana sofu awal ni challenge mo wal nti bia
oh bebre
aha awal na nkasa woni challenge nti time no so da awal na nkasa de ne challenge de ne leba na say consider na wale na one of the problem ban nti say obia only show team the advice o the pan ambaka chonde say food de bibinti odo mu chicha ene nkasa we no want to was no wo mu chiche dan de bet na wa na la show kokoju baby a ebi po one do ya bol dem ko I don't know abuse one on put the serious because beini and be see obro nurse bibia wa ya munti e consider na wa no e den bofo ba pe wa so be to fuma ansol bi o na di jaina nka o na bi na end na ifida nko yi nti mama enye bibi nti e consider bi na wa no e better de bo twon kra am ifida
okay to the my coach am ya ti asen o se me consider obi ne papa ya wa ya amu na emfa ngina do de ebe ware no o me yembra story of the day. So the story of the day, goes this way. I'm Elizabeth Arthur, a 41-year-old mother of 11 children. Before anyone judges me, it's not my fault that I have many children. I just refuse to do abortion like most women do. As you read this, know that I write well, so I'm not illiterate. I know what I'm doing. I am not begging anyone to help me, so no bad comments, please. I'm already going through a lot. Please, Kweku, I want you to help me find some men, so share for me. They need to come for their children or start sending money for me to support them. All the children I have, I carried them in my own womb for 9 months. They are all my biological children. I had my first child at exactly 17 years old. Then I went back to school. I got pregnant and stopped and went back. Then I went back to school and got pregnant and stopped and went back and stopped and so on until 2018 when I decided to give up on education. But I have a degree. At first, I didn't regret having kids because I am an only child and I made my parents happy. They were happy to have grandchildren, so they really supported me. But I lost my mother 5 years ago and then my father a year after. They left behind enough for me. I had 9 children at that time, and handling 9 children alone didn't give me time to pay attention, so I lost a lot. Some people also stole from me without considering that I was a mother of many kids. The man I had 2 extra kids with in the last 4 years also stole from me and just ran away. As I write this, I'm pregnant again. Asamoah. This was a mistake. I'm sure this 12. Hey.
But for not the 12 in the last.
Okay. Will be the last child because things are hard for me. Most of my children have different fathers, except 2 of them. But I have full details of those men. Some don't believe or want to accept the children, but I am ready for a DNA test. I know all the father of my children. The man I'm currently pregnant for is the one helping me to manage the school my dad left for me, but the students are not many, so there are proper benefits. There is no proper benefit. I want the father of some of my children to come forward. I had their pictures, which I will share after a week when you post. But now I will mention their names and leave my number for you. If they reach out, then you give it to them. They should come and support me or take their children away. I'm tired. Starting from my first child father, Daniel Drew.
I don't think you'll ever be condemned. Hey, as I'm serious. Hi. I'm born the skip ne. Yeah, baby of Fintis, I no crack in it.
So, Ceciano, story in the day, some woman be over 41 years. While one bat 12, or Snobiana and papa. Now, if you don't need their own timid of for money in Tino, Obia no papa bedge in a bank. Because while bread, no more than you on the day, no mammy. We wager, no papa say wager, but we jano a japade. School now with the jano share dominate on your profits, puppy beer. Na movements swab a bed in a bed and not. It is a sear on your den. So,
Also, when the first one was 17 years.
yes.
And so, I say, young boy, I'm on show.
No bones soon go as some of
Oh yeah, then so I think there's a here redirection for the life. 12 is enough. Say me say yeah, the 12 one no easy. My first advice, the 12 is enough.
When you bench color
into oye on chado wo ha. So when you are warful from pa, I'm praying so being no better ase. Na na so wo one number dada. 12 na what you do.
12
because o for being na no so way da no pa ba de no chere 12 no iba baka. Enti mess run there 12 no you fancy o bad. It's really difficult. Enti she needs redirection for her life. Enti Japazina na jazi jano no. Se na nkasa runtu manager. I'm advising say on should go for to mo have one manage school ni because possibility say you be no bo show up near high. Maybe Sam major newly come. Ne di no wa bo no so ba no okay DNA no ye ho say. Obeden. I think you should start thinking about Zanara Butuma ya aboa no first. Obenya no don fa so no de aboa moframa no. Moframa de one year boni bia. And say ejanom no wo ambo, she still has the responsibility to support these skills. And this is the advice I say bama yen nua besia na asem no wa ato no ano owo mu no.
Coach.
Ede asamonton. Ede asamonton. Nala no akofa asam no. Asam no dey say baby na.
Or daddy baby
because for the sake of yene nuanam kakrama wo rehwe na we tie ni ntino man for them advice in famon o maame o papa want na wa febo your sister no story okay bibia chere o maame o papa want na wa febo on there all cannot the beginning na maame na ne papa no no nani age because na maame na ne papa won ani ji po the all will be brave because na want no e bakon maame no we wan chena papa no so yede no we ti ontum manage nyama man put when you lucky ma we jane njepade nala because of according to na mo fama no dos nti we ntum enya adagel wan manage njepade ni masisi a aka school nkoten ono na orehwe ono na about to 12 no papa all of one more manage you see yenuanam na aina mofama na ya ban bebre na ye de na adwena atofie wala nim pefe pa de ade ali oba na sisia na asema aba wala ngase ntumi ngina chide bi obi another maame ana wapa no be 200 million 400 million no de belu another de twitwa ajo because of all them nkofo no botu iska ni ntini na ginem gigigigi ebo wu young boys aina ye bi ni bi kofolo kokotutu blow na ye die chigigigigi obi a watch ne ndala ne papa we gine tue bibia olokọ na ruko bi e de na liye bi efi do ma mu ofi ofi e de mba no ba no asoma agi onfa straight bia na waji man 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 abadia 12 Charlie, your sister na asem day. Oh, your sisi an she list dey aba obobo. Papa no mu ndin dey obi an beje ne ba. Advice am dey ba ma yin nuanam no. Nsa aba nde. Enwo bi ne dey. Beginning na na ma na papa kakra wo ntinu. Wo som. But sisi oni ho. Nti bibia lifestyle bia name sisi ya bia no. Ebi o ma na o te wechi, o papa na o te wechi. Say yellow go to a life nankasa onye formula bia no we fa na emu nanke men kan dey yankopon na nhiri ma na dey in natural no maame boko ansa na buy dem akọ nti imagine dey yele fa dem yi na do na se o maame lokwa maame no sponsor na maame na asem bia no ojin ochi okwa awalankasa bade ne botuma aje edamo ene ambo nwa yes sister na say a clear example na mama na papa no support we bibia oba no agimba no na say ntina mpo ne neji or sound but sisia no mama na papa na fi ejuma po a wodi jija na ade no ntima manage ni ti so aka school mpo na la po no ntima manage ni nti yin sen no papa no no eden o manage after 12 odani mu being no manage school but because of my family need until no abubo listen kaka maka chande edo eden but them abubo list yours the will be an picture be se bia out them no I tell you the being do be DNA san waja for being no be DNA because men judge in a day but according to no story no do or that one man na the nature me for sir nature nala one on pa abortion usulu but I ready to question family plan by me for some day or you ready part because no matter what you on your main for 4 and a train or the one with you according to 9 or main for 6 or 7
2 no one
papa almost 10 teacher you main for some pa being bia needing bo list me pay all about the need DNA scan or driver. Oye wi na ba afa no ko onye ne ba we je am nti isia no abandem no mususu de yo nkofu bebe yo bebele yo wa oko hospitals na depo na oba ma na ebi obi no mo opemba bi ababa je atete na ade nti amede mususu de on start o hwede mo nkofu na especially amofoma na wosusu ano because isia wona waje mofoma wotete wona mpo bi o wenyin deda okay nti onpa binum no adopt be so all ya na papa no no nya ve memba mbaje won ma onpa binum jeje mo because according to Nana Samuel can like when you ready there on to me show one sheni year what to 20 because of 41 years. So until when you support or the shop of Famana, I have a cocoa de being beachy there, being with my share. My fan, being also my farmer, also almost sky, you born your Nadian ocean of home by almost so no baby. I'm sure not the another inside. Into one shiny party with my twin habitat. Offer from me in Funo. But one of my friend say we post you I know so here. One picture say on from Google Mudama. One for one for one banner. Definitely be Baba Fanny. Definitely be Baba Fanny. One bamba fan. Say be a over for bear 5 dinner 7 now. On me and there. But brand school need. School because it's a school the children need correct environment or correct environment no managing you know function na some do it but I mean me phone na some me dey ya futu ma he na yesi di no obi nti the many pm na me di me asama no matter na pa gbe na aka che no ma be bia be fi bia obi charge nti ma fa dem lifestyle no ma aka mo da me de chida nka mepe wa so ni say because e ba butua mo we belim entum fam ko be bia because e be gira mechi nti ma fa dem lifestyle ma why me yo obi kama mutum control ma bon eyi ebia oni wo bio ba dem lifestyle na be me life abaka mo afi obi abaka ma pen na so mo de me ko je ebia mutum muntutwa ni obi anko be twa je mi yoko nti ya futu de me na la because of my minti talent kitingiti wo be yoko akoto bi ahye pen bia be disrespect because o ma mo wechi wo po ehi obi aniska ehi obi anamboe asem bia na okoko je onechi I disrespect ko for no society ni na adechi o ma me efi beginning the phone to yo we an ko se we si o ma me be 3 months another bia wa chere 1 year time enya issue pa na say wana dey so be ye dey news ba na be ye in the way ti o ye lesson ode man na nka say dey na adwena to obi dunti ye ye ma basa lesson the man ti am afutu am be my sister na dey on your word na say one bamba gina on start there or the come on or adopt mo for maybe no one DJ bim na san no yan kakra.
Okay. See, so from moving on whilst dating, you know, and I hear story of the day, you know, about advice na ekaboma edebema yana hwefo.
Okay, advice I'm be my for and in the with the end topic in a discussion, don't imagine for people and choose them. Maybe me church as a kakra. And they go ha oh susu de oh be say abe we de obe yade obe guru man. Be de obe supportive. Na any imagination. On testy BB and who say I'm part there. Obe supportive. Inti ani ndi nkomo hu de za aworo dwen no. Ono no be. Inti don't imagine and make assumptions in your mind. Na mfa that because of me assumptions and me imaginations about it, I'm marrying this person or I'm moving on with this person. Say ene na nzi hu nkomo always discuss what you want with the person. And be okay and convinced, okay, based on discussions, and I'm okay. And I'm making decision. But may I assume mfama. Na oshishawa nku tiri me wona de be say wala lo so ho dai. Na yeso dai de be me shani de obe a good husband, obe a caring husband, obe a supportive husband. Me de obe oboafo papa, obe de what etwa the move you no. But engaging in on the things you want to see. Nti mfuina wa reach achiro wunti no na ene na akodo. Then you end up there. Then the whole dreams are picture you try more huni na no will turn up to be the opposite. Yeah. See, that's my first advice. When it comes to dating relationship, don't make imaginations for anyone. As if you're an expert, talk about it. Be convinced. Answers all the more based your decisions on investigations as a so that sending we na when see you are aware say museum home come I'm aware and she say why no see fine when say I'm okay because based on that me no let me make a decision so yeah big deal sir. That's my advice to the younger ones and then natural for watching. People are just playing with this thing called dating relationship. Then story of the day. Most member from our hotel be some there into about age pan or the mutrampana. About time pan or the murampana. There is no definite age. There is no definite time. But you see, you only enter into dating relationship when you know yourself. Only one. Two, when you are thinking of marriage. The 17 years, I don't know how. And that story can in there for less than 17 years. One boy on we date by 10, we down. The only difference in there on the one our captain's band is in number. But in your more than a brabor year at that tender age. Them funny school, maybe quiet, maybe me plot to do my no them cousin on back to be a village war. Maybe I know all students being background material, I don't miss on and send a side chick woman, send a girlfriend. The man who corner wolf from there, bread and a girl lady. Let me see. She said, I a guy. That's a lifestyle, a guy in a paper. Oh, no, feed a wabado sometimes. But use your singlehood time to develop yourself. I'm not finding young penetration because if you're the bear and I'm running out of on if I got time. The best time is when you've known yourself and you are considering marriage. The age be anyhow. I mean, the man can't be 35 years. In 35 years, you don't even qualify. Men can't make society more pressure and they read on a day. Me who one can send him there. Why so you have some deeper sense of fear be womb. But I there, Mirin. But while so in Zibia, Edba manager, I never paid a room. In terms of age, they're conquer. But you are not matured enough for it. In the younger ones, I would say here, oh, early adult age, and adolescent stage, for development, men find you means, men find me self. First, you are the seek for knowledge, learn, develop.
Make sense to one super. So you better call my zoo, then also watch your advice on the story of the day, and I'm moving on whilst still in relationship. Advice or the moment.
I think first one mark be good and story of the day no. I think South Saka or the making Sisia Mekesia be 15 years, 14 years we now girl. Our funa Lankasa na Sisia ya wo mo fama Lankasa ne. You hear parenting and here parenting. To be honest, about the over what 13 years, over 15 years, we get a mobile phone be a while saying to me afford, while I put in baby or the phone if you pay. So what happened at Tom Manor? About the internet and search away there, or ya dear no the bush and the phone, when you free them call the crew. Now me access to phone anytime be I have a phone and contain all day. We use phone there, password na de Google do. About the internet about them. By age, you more for money 15, 16, 17 years in the man. Your sister asked me. When the end then start with it, tells you there. Will be 41 years, the end then start with it, tells you there. Yene, my nominal dinner, Puna, or you will boon, especially I don't know who's can because yes, or he says, Cafon no Aban woman, no, or skinny only me answer because most of his Cafon, Sisi Abano, or ye blab 1 hour from my where they are be you. One be jail, my one bubble, baby, the mound. Better than 10 pa. And he say, if you go to afford laptop, nobody didn't the mobile phone, nobody didn't have more bar at Tomanivia. Well, sub one and non manage. Mamma in Jenny beer because Send them the alpha and get a mobile phone. No communication to new colleagues na no head. Yeah. Okay, mobile phone is very simple. Into me in JJ more for money be the mama. Everybody to take decision be a while I'm saying anything come up about no you are naive or taking we take decision but only more you put. Yeah. Into so you be more 10 kakra. Into me in unko yam man on. In unko yam fast for no. Yen one didn't come up because mo binum worry yen sisi and the assistant they say onye dey be that time before na nsepo obo abofaba no yi ba no okofa bobo no yi yo no me ba ndo no ko school hwe me pere me doctor me ntuma ya doctor me ba no lokwa me be do be doctor na apene djuma to de da man tibile bi abobo bia doctor ndi obo ma nti okofa ba 10 obo me yi ni 10 yambo yam like ye ne enu anam nketenkete ne yankasa wala mo 15-16 years abadinti focus wo book another skills be a one illusion in focus with that time now but especially me say man no dey bia mekon wala imagine be say pa na nkasa oye djuma pepe bi be mi apon go to approach you be bo approach you no e was so san yeah be say be wala cool school papa be say wala bi esuan wutil hwiye another esuan the pam e work apprentice na you be on to approach you who we feel your boss we am say 20 column 25 26 but because of walankasa e shon yi on intim but wala mu ajisanka mu go keep bi am wa ajisanfim e bo fim a hyen ajisanfim na che on name an oba ho ajinti maka chwana de walankasa if nothing at all crap e bia na yetu onfi febi e na amen de bia me kada mankasa meti say onyen kofo na afutu na adam franka I think lifestyle be a name because most of me ankofo am no one seed no ana me no won dadan kum lifestyle man kada na baba say crowd but I think lifestyle the police ni but wa obechi wo baby o wa police ni what obechi na me nko obi onye de minimi answer me baby amen papa na man tina from day the mad year, the mad man, the mad year. I ain't be that. But he may be blue, I'm sure Papa had your uncle quite just really. Or to put the be had in idea, or any you 2 new Benumacasanadi, into Malang Salamia. Or you say, Mammy be, or Lusu, one about then about all them crum or quana day, then down in with day, among some bear to me to do Namedena. Into the mean your marketing to while I and that's root to buffer. Fibina for 2 hours on. While I say lifestyle being woman, she any enemy will see do starting lifestyle being no name. Chide being in the only being in a mock program the way while I show one, not showing CCR. I should have made no answer to me to move. Name would do it but to an ammo. Yeah, a binum. I had no building commerce today. Me pedam cushion you before cushion you being up or one for on a dancana. You miss a manana or offer the mean. True, a bit more them. But being a could be being being a could be a genuinely why radio bubble free. Say, do you see something a pedestrian dear? My bomb don't to free on for no one called it. Well, in your dad being the microphone. A bit of putting your mammy beer, what baby, the cockatch and a coach a chimch and no more than business plan. Did in Panama. Me a day, it be a bare 1 year time. Scheduling edition 1 year time. What to me do I am day. A man proper planner. Bobo than they don't book about some lifestyle, baby live some bad style be a lash about. Remember, catch and the assistant be any final lesson. Now, I often see who be able to control your man. I think, Sisi, I'm a phone now on our side, but in Kakran, you move to my sister.
Okay, you might be to my sister and and Sisi, I know ma so far can ma manzo aka no I hope they afa wuzi wom nti the base and the Sunday ye be se na ehia ye de wona ase won bra wa ase woni na tena ya me hwe won bebre ye cherish one ye de wona ase pa bye bye. And then you